I'm back again. I made it. I did it yesterday. I'm gonna do today. I have a bunch of ideas for things I want to talk about, but today I thought I'd keep it kind of easy and just give you a little bit more information about me. And the thing in particular that I thought I would talk about is places where I've lived, because I have lived in a lot of places. Especially since I turned 18, I have been moving every 3 to 4 years, so I have a lot of really interesting experiences in those places, and I found some places I really love, so I think it's definitely worth talking about. I know a lot of people are scared of change, but that's not something that I have a problem with. I really embrace change. I like it. I get kind of antsy for it. I am always kind of looking forward to, like, where can I go next? Which is why I think I'd be good at traveling. Hopefully one day I can do that. So I was born in Missouri, which I don't remember much of. I lived there for a couple of years. I guess that's where I have most of my quintessential childhood memories. We used to play with all our friends in the neighborhood, and I got to walk to school. It was right down the street and over a little footpath, and that was really nice. Missouri is really known for the Arch, the gateway to the west, and I don't think I've ever been up in it because I was really scared of things when I was younger, and every time we've gone back I don't think I've had the opportunity to do that, so I can't really say anything about that. And I don't know what it is about Missouri, but it's not my favorite place. Once I got a little bit older, my family moved to Kansas. We were in eastern Kansas, and it was your pretty standard suburban Kansas neighborhood. We were lucky enough to live in a really nice brand new house, and I made some really good friends that I kept for a while, not too long because we moved again. But overall, Kansas is a pretty cool place. It's very beautiful. It's very flat. It really is. It's probably the flattest place I've lived. I think I was about 13 when we moved to California, and I lived just outside of San Francisco. I only lived there for about 4 years and then I left, but they were my 5 years, my middle school and high school years. I was unbearably shy, but I went to this really awesome high school. Everything's outside there, you know what I mean? All these open quads and stuff like that. I had some really good teachers, even though I feel like I didn't really take advantage of them because I was a teenager. California is really amazing, and one thing that I loved about California is that I could walk from my house to the beach in a few minutes. And my favorite place to go was this marine reserve that was down the street from where we lived. It was beautiful. There were sometimes seals and walruses there and things like that, and I could just go and sit in the forest overlooking the ocean and just ponder life because I was an emotional teenage girl. So I love San Francisco. They have the best food. They have a lot of vegan food if you like that. I haven't tried a lot of it, but I've tried some really amazing vegan food there. And there are so many things to see, from, the Golden Gate Bridge, Golden Gate Park, Alcatraz, which I've never actually been to. There's a lot of good hiking around there that I haven't done. Here's the story of things I never did in the place I lived. After I lived in California, I moved to Florida, Central Florida, for college, and I was in this accelerated program at a school called Full Sail. You may have heard of it. At the time, it was relatively small. I didn't really like Florida. It was super hot, and I was kind of going through a weird phase, and for some reason I wore my coat, and it was really hot, and I shouldn't have done that. It's a weird thing to remember. Another thing about Florida was that my grandparents lived there, and so we visited them several times. I lived there with my older sister. She also went to Full Sail. I went for digital media, and she went for audio recording or something. We didn't really get along, and there was a lot of fighting and turmoil, but this one time she drove me to downtown Disney in the middle of a torrential downpour. We could not see in front of the car at all, and somehow we made it, and I got to see this pop group that I really liked.